Welcome back to the sofa, Joycey.
Thanks, Terry.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for taking your precious time to join us here. This is Joycey.
I'm Joycey.
I am
That's Terry.
We're the Trailer Park Girls talking trash. And we hope you've had a great week. Here's wishing you whatever it is that doesn't annoy you. And let's get started, Joycey, with your great idea, taking back words, ladies and gentlemen, taking back words. We encourage you to grab a word and use it.
Yes.
All the time, every time. And this week, we're taking back the word fart, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my
Fart.
God.
We all do it, and for some reason everybody's embarrassed by it. Sometimes the stench is bad. But look at
It is one of the things you can't do. Society says
well, I don't know why people are embarrassed. We all do it. But look, I looked the word fart up in my Oxford English Dictionary. It's a pocket edition it's a 9th edition published in 2002, I believe. And they said to fart is to discharge wind through the anus. Which seems like a fairly accurate description to me.
Can't get any closer than that.
But then, I like to check things out. The Urban Dictionary. We went and checked that out. And singing the anal anthem was one of my favorites there.
They had a lot more to say about it than Oxford did.
Backdoor breeze? That was another
breeze.
One. Sounds very southern, doesn't it?
I like fluffy. Fluffy.
Sounding the sphincter scale. I like that. It's illiterate. Somebody has to know what they're doing to say that. Sounding the sphincter scale. I like it.
Yeah. All right, you go backfire.
Backfire. You
don't have to know that one.
Yeah, backfire.
Yeah. And of course, there's the old, just let one go.
Right. Exactly. And sometimes you don't even hear them. But you smell them, right?
Right.
There's all kinds of farts.
Yeah, they say the first one to smell it is probably the guilty one.
Maybe the culprit, right. But I'm not sure that's always true either. But why are we so embarrassed? Everybody does it. Go ahead and fart.
It's just so. It's always been fun.
Yeah.
It starts when you're about 2 or 3 years old,
right, and
laughing at your farts, and it never really goes away. It's just there's something about it, and we can get.
And I'm
get
50,
rid of that.
and I'm still talking about farts.
So we're gonna bring back this word, and let's get to know this word for what it is, and maybe with another generation. Well, it still is kind of cute though. Fluffy.
Fluffy, exactly. Let's end on that. Fluffy.
Okay.
So
we took it back.
Took it back, fart.
Do some reevaluation.
Now, this may surprise you after our fart discussion, but there are a couple of portions of this program that are educational, folks, and we've come to one of them, and that's the how to be handy tip of the week. Joyce is the handy master, I'm the handy apprentice, and I'm going to learn with you how to be handy. Red Green, one of our favorite comedians, says, if the girls don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Well, in the trailer park, you just have to be handy, folks. You just have to be handy.
Number one tool, usually.
You're doing it or ain't getting done.
Right.
So
let's get handy.
The tip this week is, always check the most obvious first, the most likely first. But then if it's none of those things, check the unlikely. Check the far less obvious. And of course I'm thinking about Stormy Jake.
Stormy Jake.
And the steering problems.
Our boat.
Yeah.
Been fighting all summer with these steering problems,
Steering.
Turn. I'm sure if you've been watching, you could see where I broke the cable and had to fix it out in the middle of the high seas. and all my problems with that. And then I was trying to steer it, and I had to use vice grips because the steering wheel kept stripping it.
Or something?
We used lock nuts.
Lock nuts? A couple of them? And
most of the summer on that, And so one day I was talking to this old fisherman who knows this kind of stuff.
He's a smart guy. Our friend Jim.
A smart Jim.
Yeah. Patty's Jim guy.
Jim, he's a seaman.
He's a salty old seaman, ladies and gentlemen.
Seaman. He fits on the beach with bare feet and cut-offs on.
He grew up here, right?
Yeah.
And been boating his whole life, right?
Yeah. So I mentioned this to him, and he said, "Did anybody notice Did anybody grease the motor?
Grease the motor.
Well, is it the shaft that? No.
Oh no, nobody did.
The motor.
Oh.
So when
nothing to do with the steering.
No, she was. Yeah, we're breaking every part of the steering.
Nothing
when it was
to do
actually
with the steering.
to do with maintenance, clear maintenance. Everybody thought everybody else was
doing it. A little bit of grease.
Got it done. Little grease, squeak. So anyway, to get back, because we're still messed up with the steering wheels all stripped and stuff from trying to turn that damn thing. Went down there with WD-40 and sprayed some on there.
Right.
Oh, look. It's starting to move.
Oh, better now.
Check the obvious.
Steering works great, yeah.
Check the obvious.
Yeah, and if it ain't that, then check the least obvious, and it'll be that for sure.
The good part of the story is problem solved.
Problem solved. Another happy ending.
Another happy ending.
Another happy ending. Nobody was harmed in the telling of that story. Now look at, my favorite part of this program, of course, ladies and gentlemen, is, as you know, Joycey, the politically correct segment of the show. This is where I get to go off about crap that bugs me. And today I want to talk about common courtesy. Well, we need to bring common courtesy back, ladies and gentlemen.
That's left the house,
Right.
Really
but please, everybody at home, start using your please and your thank you. Be good to each other. Be kind to each other. At least please and thank you. And if you can, hold a door for somebody or help somebody.
Hold the door for somebody. When somebody's got like 6 bags in their hand.
Right. Help people out. It doesn't take that much, And look people in the eye. We're losing our connection, along with our humanity, and common sense has left the building, along with our good manners. It's time to knock it off,
Cell phone.
folks.
Nobody has to look each other in the eye anymore. There's all kinds of evil places your mind will go if you don't make the connection and remember who and what you are. Like you're a person, and you can do that through.
Right.
And
let's start with some basic manners. Please and thank you. Look people in the eye and at least say please and thank you. Common courtesy, we want to bring it back.
Yes. It's back.
It's back.
We want it
back. Take it back.
Yes, it's not allowed to leave.
Speak up and talk back.
It is not allowed to leave.
Speak up and talk trash, ladies and gentlemen. We want to hear from you. Your ideas, your comments, send them to us. We'll talk about anything. So now, moving on. To the I don't caretaker. This is a caretaker who doesn't really care, ladies and gentlemen. And, we love to hate him and we hate to love him. And him and his cat. We really love his art, though. And once you get past that crusty part, he's actually a pretty good guy.
Right.
Anyhow, though, there is karma, and there is instant karma, and instant karma, that's when stuff happens, like, immediately, ladies and gentlemen, you get to see it. I'm thinking about the coffee incident.
Right.
Tracy, can you tell the folks at home the I don't caretaker coffee incident?
No, this I don't caretaker can be really grumpy sometimes. And sometimes he can be really grumpy, and it's just really hard to take. So,
really?
I was working in the office where he works as well, so, through the office. And one time, and we were out talking, myself and another staff member went out to have coffee and a cigarette. I was smoking at the time, right?
So was she probably,
So was she. So we're out there having a chit-chat, and having their coffee and having their smoke. And then it was time to go. So she stood up. Yeah, it was time to go. She stood up and was putting out her cigarette with one hand, and the other hand she just gave a flick like that with her coffee just as he came around the corner. Just as
splash!
The whole cup of coffee
right down the front of him.
Karma.
Instant karma.
Karma. Yep, what you mean to people.
Exactly.
Gonna get you back.
And the famous coffee incident, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. It's like swish.
Yeah. So now, trailer park, that's us. We're out and about and we're everywhere. And we're gonna, our second educational portion of the program we've come to now, of course, is the trailer park trash spotting tip of the week. That's where Joycey and I teach you folks at home who don't know any trailer park trash how to spot us. because we're everywhere. I mean, we're poor, but we like to get out and do things.
We like to mingle.
Yeah, we like to mingle.
Yep.
And look it, we like to enjoy our weather. So, if you see a group of hillbillies with their lawn chairs and they keep moving them around to follow the sun until they're literally sitting in the middle of the street, half a dozen of them, the peanut gallery all lined up.
Peanut gallery all lined up? Yeah.
That's trailer park trash, ladies and gentlemen, isn't it, Tracy?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I have to tell you, the sun chasers here.
Sun chasers, yeah.
Yeah, so the sun keeps moving, so their chairs keep moving. Pretty soon they're in the middle of the road.
They absolutely are.
It's like a toll booth.
Right.
Like a toll
With 6 attendants.
6 attendants and the whole peanut crew.
Bring a 6-pack.
Best idea.
Best idea ever. It was yours.
Anytime. Bring beer.
Bring beer.
That's how,
And that's
the
how
whole
you
peanut
pass
gallery was there, and so the only way to get through would be to actually just bring some beer and sit and wait.
And wait. Exactly. The sun will move. They'll move their chairs.
You learn something from the conversation. I know you usually do something.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it's good time to take some time to look each other in the eye, right?
It is.
We're all the same.
We're all the same.
Now, look at, the one thing that Joyce and I believe is that the world would be a lot better place if there was more love and more belly laughs. Isn't that right, Joyce?
Belly laughs.
Belly laughs,
the best
baby.
Kind.
So that means we're at the funny story portion of this program. We like to finish up the program with a funny story. And so I'm thinking, Joycey, if you could tell the folks at home about, it's interesting when people come to visit us from different places and different cultures, and they see things differently, speak different languages, and so they interpret things differently than we do, and often see things that we don't even notice, and they see them differently than we do too, right? And I'm thinking of when you took Gustav. Am I saying his name correctly?
Yes.
Gustav. Out for coffee. Can you tell the folks at home?
Sure.
This is hilarious.
Gustav came over from Johannesburg, South Africa. He was married to my friend's daughter. She met him over there, and they were married, and so he came to Canada for the first time, and we were just introducing him to the world, and that summer was out camping down at Shuswap Lake.
Shuswap Lake, ladies and gentlemen.
So we went out to the restaurant one day, and we went in, and there's a big sign on the door, the usual: no shirts, no shoes, no service.
No service. No.
It's like everybody knows it, right? It's everywhere. It's just what we do.
Right.
So Gustav looked at this, and he said, I'm really puzzled by that. He said, I wash my shoes way more than I wash my feet way more than I ever wash my shoes.
Right.
What would that be all about?
What is that? Right.
I think my feet are cleaner.
Way cleaner than my shoes.
So
what is with you people?
It was just one of those things we all don't notice, and he just helped the cute.
Well, in some cultures,
so in South Africa, bare feet is very common.
Absolutely, and in some cultures, you don't wear your shoes from outside inside.
Yeah.
Lots of people in the world, and lots of them have different habits and traditions than we do. And it's good to laugh at ourselves.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It is. I like to laugh at
my feet
us,
are cleaner than my shoes. It's true.
Exactly. I mean, we're always saying that, down the States, they do this and they do that. And over in Germany, they do this. We're always making little jokes about other cultures.
Crazy as any of them.
That just puts us from their eyes. We're in there too. So
exactly.
Just some crazy stuff. If you think of something else that's really crazy,
let us know.
Let us
we'll
know
share it.
that Canadians do and outsiders
absolutely
coming to our country say, hey, what is this all about?
Right.
Yeah, it can be fun.
It is fun.
It is.
And this is fun, and time flies when you're having fun.
Always.
So, do you think I forgot anything, Joycey?
No, Terry, I can't say you forgot anything.
Would you like to add anything, Joycey?
Only again, I love it that you've been here this long. You came to the very end with us again.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Thank you so much.
We really enjoyed doing this, and I'm really hoping that you guys can stay with us.
Yeah, thanks for sharing your precious time with us. Yeah.
Yes.
So look at, that's Joycey.
I'm Joycey.
I'm Terry.
That's Terry.
And we're the Trailer Park Girls talking trash. Have a great week, folks, and be kind to one another.
And signing out.
Signing out. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Toodles.
Toodles.
Sayonara. I gotta learn to say goodbye in other languages.
Okay, we'll work on
where's
that.
the cat?
Where's the cat?